Hi, I'm Kathleen Reitz and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk with you a little bit about creating depth in your paintings by use of layering. I'm starting with a canvas that I have toned with a light beige color, and now I am working in some greenery into the background. As you can see, I am using my Catalyst silicone wedge for this. I spend a fair amount of time on the greenery because in this stage, I think it's important to build a really nice composition. Much of my background and my greenery will be covered over, but it still matters quite a bit and lays the foundation on which to add the blossoms. I like to work into my background with a little bit of a creamy color that I've mixed, and I layer this over some of the greenery transparently, and then go back in, add more greenery, more background, layering back and forth, and you can already see the beautiful depth that I've achieved in my background before I even add my blossoms. For each cluster of blossoms, I like to start with my darkest value first. So here I've got a gorgeous deep ultramarine blue color, and I'm going to come back in and now layer a lighter tint over this. And again, a lighter color over those colors. And now I'm adding a little bit of that color over some of the greenery to connect the different areas of greenery in my painting. And here's some more of that deeper blue color, again on this other cluster of greenery. And I come back in now with some lighter color over it. And I want to really emphasize the importance of staying really loose and having a light touch with my application of paint. As you can see, I'm not making any little perfect round balls or squares or any perfect shapes like that. There's a close up. I'm really just applying the paint and moving it around the canvas with my wedge. And the way that I apply the paint, I keep it somewhat transparent to allow the layers underneath to show through. This also adds depth to my layers. I'm often asked if I allow my layers to dry in between applications, and the answer is no. I am working wet paint into wet paint here. This video is in real time, it's not sped up. So as you can see, I work fairly quickly around the canvas, and I do like to try and complete my paintings in just one session, although sometimes I'll come back and make a few adjustments a day or two later. But I feel like working this way just gives my paintings a spontaneous, fresh feeling. So now I've chosen this beautiful deep purple color, and I am, instead of placing it next to that blossom, I'm overlapping that blossom a little just so that my colors feel integrated and the layers all feel connected. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I don't like to stay in one place on my painting for too long because I feel like uh, I have a tendency then to overwork an area. I find that the more quickly and imperfectly I paint, the more beautiful and the better my results are, because in nature, there are really no perfect shapes. Um, you rarely ever see a flower straight on. You're going to see petals and blossoms at different angles. So instead of my focus being on making perfect shapes, I really just like to get my colors placed down on the canvas and move around the canvas fairly quickly. Like many Impressionist painters, my focus is on creating illusion of light and color and depth, which is done by creating imperfect marks on my painting. in all different colors and values so that when you step back farther away from my painting, everything comes together to create whatever it is that I'm trying to represent. And of course, in my case, I'm trying to represent beautiful, lush, blossoming gardens. Now I'm working some of that transparent off-white color into my painting with a filbert brush. And because the paint underneath it is still wet, I am able to get the effect I want, which is to soften the edges and bring some of that pink paint outward a little bit. This creates a very kind of misty, soft, atmospheric effect that I really enjoy in my paintings. And if you've watched my other videos, you know that I do like to add some glazing fluid in with my paint. It creates more of a transparent effect, and it also makes the paint viscous and a lot easier to work with. This lighter yellowish green color really kind of wakes up my painting by adding some warmth to it. As I add the white, you can really now see the benefits of building layers from dark to light. This gives my painting so much depth. And like the other layers, now that I've got this gorgeous scarlet red color down, I'm going to mix a lighter tint and go over these layers with this lighter kind of pink color. And now I'm carrying that pink color into some other areas to balance out the painting. And now I'm coming to the end of my painting, so this is the fun part. I love going around the painting and just adding some surprise touches of color here and there. I've decided now to go in with a really deep blue color, and this dark color will add even more depth in some places where I want it. And of course, I'm going to layer some lighter blue over it. And now, as I pull back, you can see the entire painting. I hope you've enjoyed this demo today. I would love to know if you have any questions for me. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can find info on all of my art courses, my in-person teaching, and my paintings on my website. And I'm going to post the links under this video. Thank you so much for watching. Happy painting!